Mark Regev, senior advisor to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Israeli ambassador to the United Kingdom. Thank you so much for coming back with us. I know you had to seek shelter, and we want to make sure you stay safe, that's for sure. Ambassador, President Biden is saying the hospitals must be protected in Gaza. And we have this reporting from the World Health Organization that says that the main hospital is no longer functioning. They're saying it is nearly a cemetery right now because it doesn't have power. 3 babies have died. One doctor telling us that they expect many more babies to die because they don't have water to prepare milk. They have no electricity to keep them warm. They don't have staff to care for them. Can you tell us what steps Israel is taking right now to help the situation inside the hospitals?
We proposed a number of steps because obviously we don't see patients in the hospital and definitely don't see babies as our enemy. On the contrary, we want to facilitate their welfare. And we've taken a number of steps. First and foremost, we've offered to help in the evacuation of all the patients in the hospital, including the babies. We've even got together incubators so the babies who need incubators can use those incubators when they're evacuated. We've also supplied fuel for the hospital generators, specifically enough fuel for the generator that gives the electricity for the incubators, because, of course, no one wants to see pictures of these babies. We don't want to see them suffer the way they have been. But to be frank, Hamas is not interested in finding solutions. Hamas has torpedoed every humanitarian solution we put on the table. It's clear that they want those pictures of suffering babies. They want those pictures because they think that's a way to put pressure on Israel for a ceasefire. From their point of view, they're being logical.
So you're just coming back to
they want that ceasefire because we're hitting them hard.
So what you're doing, you mentioned sending the incubators as well as helping with evacuations of some patients. But my understanding is that there's fighting all around the hospital, making evacuations nearly impossible. And incubators don't work if there's no electricity. We're hearing from doctors that the fuel that you say was provided, which I believe the IDF said was about 300 liters of fuel that was left in a spot for hospital workers to obtain. We're hearing from the hospital they need about 500 liters per hour in order to keep things up and running.
Anna, what we've done is we've provided fuel for the hospital, and Hamas has forbidden the hospital staff to take it. Now, it has to be remembered, this is Gaza. This is a despotic regime run by Hamas. The hospital chief is a Hamas appointee, and they cannot do anything or say anything that is not in accordance with what Hamas wants. Now, we moved the fuel, I think it was something like 200 yards from the hospital, and we said, come and pick it up. And they refuse to do so, and they come with all these excuses. But the fuel is there for them to take for the generators. And it's the same with the evacuation. We're willing to facilitate evacuation. When they say they're shooting, it means Hamas is shooting. They don't want to allow an evacuation. Once again, there's no reason for this suffering. This is only happening because this is a Hamas-manufactured crisis. They want the crisis for the pressure on Israel to cease the operation. I'm old enough to remember when Saddam Hussein in Iraq, under the Clinton administration, he would take journalists into Iraqi hospitals and he'd tell everyone that President Bill Clinton and Secretary of State Madeleine Albright are murdering Iraq's children through the sanctions. It's the same playbook. This is a dictator, an extremist group, Hamas, telling the world, oh, look at the terrible Israelis, what they're doing. No, this is being done by Hamas, who first and foremost set up military facilities, their bases, their tunnels, their rocket launching sites underneath the hospital, a subterranean terror network. And they're the ones who've endangered the hospital while we're doing our best to try to safeguard the people in the hospital.
So if that's the case, can Hamas be eliminated if those hospitals aren't completely evacuated?
The answer is yes. We are eliminating Hamas. What we're doing is our soldiers are on the ground, acting in a very, very surgical way. They're trying to be as pinpointed as they can, micro-targeting Hamas. It's difficult, but not impossible. Of course, we would prefer that everyone could be evacuated. That would save lives, but Hamas is preventing that from happening. They want those hospital patients, including the babies, as human shields for their terror machine.
The IDF says there is evidence some hostages were taken to a different hospital, the Rantisi Children's Hospital, after October 7th. So what kind of evidence is there? And what more can you share now about the current state of hostage negotiations?
So it's clear. Yesterday, the IDF spokesman took American journalists to the area around the Rantisi Hospital, and he showed clear evidence that hostages were taken there. There is also initial reports, I can't confirm them yet, that hostages were taken to the area of the Shifa hospital.
But you say, what's the evidence, though? What's the evidence?
Sorry, I can't hear.
Just wanted, we mentioned, and you mentioned the same thing, that the reports are there's evidence that that's where hostages were taken, but what's the evidence that that's where they are, or that's where they were?
So the evidence we saw yesterday was clear. There was a baby's bottle. There was evidence of holding hostages by the Rantisi hospital. And the truth is, Hamas doesn't let you see the evidence normally. Only now that Israeli soldiers have entered some of these positions can we bring the camera in and put light in a dark room, so to speak. It'll be exactly the same in Shifa Hospital. When this is over, we will have be able to show the whole world. We'll invite MSNBC's cameras in there as well to show you what Hamas was doing under the hospital. And you know, Anna, if I could be frankly, if this is a secret, it's a very well-kept secret, because all the people of Gaza City, they know full well that what Hamas does under the ground, under the hospital, it's not a secret. People know this. It's common knowledge that they can't say so publicly. When they speak to Westerners, when they speak to Americans, that's clear also, because they will face Hamas's very violent retribution if they speak out of turn, if they say anything against Hamas to international media.